Hello you lovely lot, and welcome back to another episode of Lee's Carpentry. So yeah, that's it guys, we are still in the process of sorting out the engine build room, still waiting on the flooring, the whiteboarding, and also the toolboxes, which is the main thing, the icing on the cake, as they say. So we got a lot on today. We've got Brad in again. The plumbing's done. Brad, the electrician, is coming to do the rest of the wiring, and then he's off. I've got loads of stuff to do. I've got to finish off the doorway. I've got to finish off the other door into the cylinder head area from the office. So let's crack on, guys, and we'll update you in a bit. In between jobs, I suppose.
So Lee, looks like you've learnt a new trade.
I have, mate. Resident carpenter these days. So we're not making step ladders here.
No.
This is, I've fitted the door. I'll show you that in a minute.
Yeah.
Skills. Only took me 2 days, mind.
Wow.
And what I'm doing now, I've just cut the hole in the wall that goes from the office into the cylinder head area.
Yeah.
And I'm just making the sort of the top of the, you know, the archway sort of thing, really, mate. The reason we're doing that is we didn't have to, but Brad has removed the electrics for the plug sockets, but he needs to run the cables somewhere.
Right.
So we're going to run them across the top of here. John's just gone down to get some more screws.
Lovely, out in the van.
Out in the van again, loving it. And yeah, we're doing really well, mate.
Yeah,
what have you been up to?
Me and John have just spent the last hour sort of trying to move the hydraulic press.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it off blocks.
How you getting on with that?
Finished now.
Brilliant.
Got it down.
Sorry about the mic, guys. I've left my other mic at home. We are on, aren't we?
Yeah, we're on.
We're on.
We're live.
Yeah, so we're doing really well.
Yeah.
Not long now and most of the woodwork will be done. Great news on the flooring and the boarding. Be all here hopefully Tuesday next week.
That's ideal.
So I think you're just getting the back of the workshop in the state where we can work, aren't you?
Yeah, trying to. It's sort of like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Sort of, we get one thing right, and then it's like, oh, now we've got to turf all that out to get something else.
We're
but
sort of we're writing this week off, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're doing any work. It is frustrating. We do want to crack on, but this ain't a quick job, really. Brad's doing a wonderful job. If you have a look up there, look, he's got the electrics in.
Nice.
There's Brad up there. Let's make him famous, look.
Make it stop happening.
Yeah. Getting us out the poop. So yeah, these where he's pulled the wires through here, obviously the cabinets will be right back there. And this is the sort of height where we can just, wherever they are, we can just, he's left enough on, we just pull them through the cabinet, put the plug sockets on where we want. So these cables are for the plug sockets, which we're going to have a couple on every unit, and also the LED lighting that's going underneath the top cabinet.
Nice.
Bit of bling, mate.
Very blingy.
Can't beat it, can you?
Definitely can't.
And again, the lights up there, look.
Which I love.
We are going to get some cable soon, and hopefully later on today, and try and this week definitely, we want to be getting that up there suspended in the position that is where it's going to end up. So yeah, although it looks a disaster, it's all happening, isn't it? Show them the door. Show them the door. Look at that.
Look at this piece of art.
Bloody lovely, and it even fits. Almost.
Beautiful.
Just got to get Ray in later on to stick the door handle on. So this is the gap that we've created. It's a nice little size walkway there, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about perfect.
So that bit I'm making is going to go over the top of here. Obviously this will all be nicely boarded and cladded all the way along here. Take them shelves down, and yeah, it should look pretty nice from when you walk out the office. Obviously all this is going to be floored. So yeah.
You shown them the walkway yet?
What, this walkway?
Yeah, been through the walkway?
We could go through this way if you want.
Yeah, we can go through this way.
Look at this. Bloody lovely. Most important cables here, look.
Oh yeah.
TV. That's what we want. Get the sofa out, innit? So yeah, that's where the press is ending up. Bit of a change of plan. We were going to put the pressure test rig over on the wall there, but sort of underestimated how far back the wall's going to be. So we're going to have that there, which is fine, really.
Yeah, we've checked it rolls over and everything.
That's all right. So before, all we had a little table here with all the stones, etc. on, but we've tidied up that. Well, you've tidied up that cabinet.
Yeah.
So we utilised that. Got the cupboard over there now. Look, that looks mint, doesn't it?
Yeah, give that a little wipe off earlier because it was
lovely job. So what we got in that cupboard? Let's have a little look. John's little table. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? So we've got some stuff, some milling stuff in here.
Looks like John's dumped a few things in there after I've finished.
Of course he has.
So you've got all your milling cutters up there, Lee. Yeah. Ready to go. Also the scales, which I didn't leave there.
Bit of stuff
micrometers and measuring equipment all there in that shelf.
All fully calibrated, of course.
Well, yeah. Calibrated before use.
Yeah.
John's crank grinding stuff on them 2 shelves. And then you've got, down here we've got Loctite, we've got some miscellaneous stuff. And then the bottom sort of stuff that we still want but don't use very often. So
lovely job, mate. Well done. And you've had a little bit of a tidy up around my mill, which is good.
Yeah.
So at the moment, that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, the Techno wash is all wired up. Look, there's lights happening there. You haven't filled it up yet, though.
No, not yet. John wants to wait for the instructions, which...
Does he? I would have thought it's going to be something like fill it up, press the on.
Probably. It's most likely, isn't it? I mean, the only thing in that instruction manual that's going to be useful is how much detergent you put in there.
Yeah.
The rest of it's probably
just put a bit in, innit, until it works, I would say. But yeah, it's all coming together. So just waiting for Ray to come in, put my door handle on, mate. Wait for John to come back with some screws.
And carry on.
Carry on. Finish it off. So there we go, guys. Another update video, really. Be honest with you, I could have done the entire video today, or an entire video on my door hanging skills. I mean, would you look at that? Would you look at the gap of that? Absolutely cock on. Still got to put the door handle on, but if we look at that, I mean, you've got to bear in mind, guys, I've never done any carpentry in my life, let alone hang doors. But that is top notch, isn't it? I've even left a little bit of a jut out around the frame there to put the white clad in. But yeah, it's all coming on, isn't it? So where are we now? We have had a big clean up. Fortunately, we have been able to start this afternoon, and tomorrow, even more so, been able to start working in the workshop, in the machining area. So although the engines there are still a little bit higgledy-piggledy, what we're going to do for the next week, because it's going to be a week until we can use this, for the next week we're going to lay a couple of engines here. The V8 we've got to time up, we can get that one finished, so Isaac's going to be on that tomorrow. The Cosworth over on the milling machine, I've got to do the machining for the oil jets in the base. But yeah, we've got a few cylinder heads started to trickle back in. Isaac's been doing those. He's been balancing the rods for the other V8, which we can then, once he's finished that, we can send the crank assembly off to be balanced at CTM, and then get on with that engine build. So really, guys, we're sort of, although we haven't got this all finished, not this weekend, but the following weekend, this is going to be all done and complete. So Brad has put in all the cables. They're routed all around the top, nice and neatly. We've got to get the lighting up still, obviously. But what he's done, he's put cables wherever we're going to have plug sockets. So on each of the units, we're going to have a double plug socket. You see the white cable over there, and also there will be one there. That is for the LEDs that are going underneath the top units of the workbenches. So they're going to look fantastic. They're an RGB one, so they can go multicoloured, so we can have the nice orange if we wanted, or we can just have the bright white that matches the hex. So yeah, he's got all the wiring in. We're going to have a nice plug socket just at the end of the cabinets there, which we can plug the pressure washer in, as we have another plug socket down here. the main one. We've got the TV wires, so we're going to have a big TV on here, guys, which when we're not using for things like auto data or the borescope camera or something like that, we can just have playing permanently on loop our YouTube videos, can't we? Looks all fairly trick, guys. That's the wiring there for the lighting. So yeah, we're really cracking on. We've had a good tidy up. I've had a good hoover up. So these benches are going to be discarded. Those rackings there, Stuart's having those. We've got new rackings to go in here. You can see that I have made a 2.5 metre partition. So we're going to have the 4 metres of racking going up this wall. Nothing that side, but a nice partition that's white cladded either side. And then we have got something a little bit special to go on the other side of, so the far side here of the white cladded partition. And I'm going to give you one clue. We've had another delivery from Hexagon Lighting. So yeah, going to look absolutely lovely, guys. So I'm just really happy now that we can start to get on with a bit of work. I've just plumbed in the air and we sorted the water out for the vapor blasters, so we can now use that. We're going to fill up the Techno Wash, we can get using that, and the shot blaster is all cleaned out and ready to go. So I'm happy, guys. We've got some good updates for the second channel. The kit car is, Tom Upton has finished with the kit car. We've just got to do a bit of wiring, a bit of plumbing, and that thing is all done. And also I had an update from Mikey last night that the BMW is nearly complete from his end. So then it's in for paint. So we've got some good updates to come this year on the second channel. So yeah, that is it, guys. That's about as far as I can go today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoy these updates. I'm sorry, soon we'll be back on engines. We'll be able to give you some technical videos, some machining videos again, but not a lot we can do about it at the moment. So until then, guys, have a great evening. We'll see you in another video. Cheers.